ஒரு நிமிஷம். ஸ்ட்ரீம் நெட் போக மாட்டேங்குது. வந்துருச்சு ஓகேவா? ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாமா? இல்லை சார், இதில் வந்து இப்போ எங்கே தெரியுது நமக்கு, ஏன் அதில் வர மாட்டேங்குது? இதில் இங்கேருந்து நமக்கு அந்த ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணணும் சார், அது ஆக மாட்டேங்குது. இங்கே நம்மளோட ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியுது. இங்கே வருது. மேம் சார் பேசுறது கேட்குதா பாருங்க. மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறோம் மேம். சார் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. மேம் கேட்குதுங்களா பேசுறது? மேம் இப்போ கேட்குதா பேசுறது? ஃபோன் கட் பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம்.
Good afternoon all.
மேம் 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 பபிதா மேம்.
Pabita ma'am,
பபிதா மேம்.
am I audible?
மேம் சரி.
Pabita ma'am,
மேம் சார் பேசுறது கேட்குதுங்களா?
Pabita ma'am, am I audible?
அப்படிங்களா?
Can you hear me?
ஒரு ஃபெஸ்டிவல் தான் வந்துருக்கேன். மேம் இருங்க, அப்படியே இருங்க. மேம் இப்போ கேட்குது மேம். நீங்கள் பேச கேட்குது. கேட்குதுங்க மேம், கேட்குது. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாங்களா மேம்? மேம் நீங்கள் பேச ஆடிபிளாக இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாங்களா? சரி, ஓகே மேம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
Good afternoon to all. Dear colleagues in the room and those who are virtually connected, welcome you all to the FDP organized by the IQAC Tirthangaladar College. At first, I am delighted to welcome the entire management for giving us the opportunity to conduct this FDP. I am sincerely welcome to our Honorable Secretary and Correspondent Thiru A. Narayanamurthy sir, who is known to his passion to the development of this reputed institution, in his encouragement, guidance, and providing a stimulating environment for such educational development. 31st January 2023 is a very memorable day in the history of Tirthangal Nadar College when Dr. T. Papita Christabel, Assistant Professor, Department of MCA, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, with us as resource person for the FDP on Art and Science of Writing research papers. On behalf of the management, principal, faculty of Tirthangal College, and on my own behalf, I deep regards and hearty welcome to you, ma'am, for gracing the occasion and is going to be share with us your vision that best in the world. My heartfelt welcome to our principal, Dr. V. Devi. It is her vision and the leadership that brought revolutionary changes in this institution. I welcome Dr. K.C. Lalitambika, Vice Principal, on this memorable occasion. I once again welcome you all for this FDP. Thank you, Ananda.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I welcome Dr. T. Babita Christabel, is currently working
எனக்கு எனக்கு கேட்கல அதனாலதான் நான் கேட்கிறேன். ஓகே, பட் எனக்கு நீங்க பேசுறது கேட்கல அதனாலதான் நான் கேட்கிறேன்.
மேம் வணக்கம் மேம். இனி மேம் நீங்க பேச கேட்குது, சார் பேச கேட்கல.
ஓகே சார். Good afternoon, my respected management and my beloved principal ma'am and Mangai ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. Okay, today I'm going to share a little bit my knowledge with you about the publishing research paper in reputed journals. Okay, these are the contents we are going to discuss today. First of all, what is the meaning of reputable research journal? First, reputable journals rely on peer reviewers who are experts in their respective fields to carefully review submitted manuscripts for suitability to publish. Secondly, reputable journals have a board of experts in relevant areas that serve in an advisory capacity to the editorial staff. Then, what are the reputed journals available? Okay, how can we identify this is an reputable journal? A reputable publisher or journal will offer a smooth submission system, clear charges, rigorous peer review, and good production values. They will also help to make your outputs discoverable by other readers by including them in bibliographic databases. Because our journal should be an discoverable or we have to tell something new about that particular research. Then only it will accept in the reputed journals. Because we have so many journals nowadays, so process of journal publication. First of all, we have to choose our area, then design our research study, then carry out the research. Then after that, after researching something, because we are researching the existing one, then analysis research results. After getting the result, we are preparing the manuscript. That manuscript only called as a research paper. It will be publishing the research result with the result. Then we are going to discuss the publishing research result. Then for that, we are first of all complete our research, then prepare the manuscript. Because in the during the research period, we have collected so many things, but we should collect all the things and make it as a very small, like 6 to 7 pages. Suppose we have 100 pages of data, means we should reduce it into a 6 to 7 pages of content. That is called as a manuscript. In this content, we should tell all the stories about our research, including the data flow diagram, introduction, abstract, then our related with work, the conclusion, references, everything included within this 6 to 7 pages. Then after completion of this, reducing this manuscript as a 6 to 7 pages in the standard one. Then after that, we have to submit the manuscript to the particular reputed journals. We have so many journals, but some of the journals only called as a manuscript, like reputed journals. Then after that, that particular manuscript get the reviewed, because each and every reputed journals, some peer reviewers are available. That peoples will review that particular journal, and then they will take the decision whether the journal will be accepted or rejected one. After that, if the work is worth or valuable, means they will accept, and or suppose it is a copied or repetition available, plagiarism is more than 10%, means the reputed journals will not accept that particular journal. Then suppose it is below 10% of plagiarism, means they will send to for publication. Then next, how to do publish a reputable journal. First of all, we have to study the needs to solve big and relevant problem. Then research needs to be robust one. Then we have to tell the story clearly. Then tell each and everything from the beginning to the end. Okay, what is the input? What is happening inside of that? That is the pictorial representation. So it is a reader can grasp. Your writing needs to be clear and concise. That is also very important. Your abstract needs to tell a story too, because in abstract we have only 10 to 11 lines only. So within that itself, we have to tell the story clearly. Then next, how to know if the journal is reputed? How can we identify whether the journal is reputed or not? So where it is indexed, in which journal, science or social science or health science, then like that, chemical, what we have so many areas. So where it is indexed, it is related with our field or not, that particular bibliographic database is related to our area or not, like that. What is it publishing history of that particular journal, how long that particular journal be available Okay, then after that it will be peer reviewed or not. We have to concentrate this. Then what is the impact factor? That is also very important thing, because depends upon the impact factor only we will decide whether the journal is qualified one or not. Then what is the impact factor? Factor will be decided, that points will be given depends upon the quality of that particular journal. Then factors to consider the journal, that is specific subject area, like suppose big data or internet of things, data mining. So a specific area we have to choose it. Then aims and scope of the journal. Suppose we are selecting that in the computer science oriented means the aims and scope of the journal is related or relevant to our particular topic or not. Suppose we are choosing the social science related journal means it should be a little bit at least relevant to that particular journal. The type of the manuscript you have written, how then way of writing, because some of the reputed journals, most of the journals is having the own template. Most of the people, most of the reputed journals are following the IEEE format. Some of the reputed journals is having the own template. The reputation of the journal, then significance of the work. So we have to consider it. Then factors to be considered the journal, the reputation of the editors within the community or not. We have to concentrate that is also, because the editors and the editorial board members should at least some of the people will be available in relevant to our topic. The community served by the journal, the coverage and distribution, then open access or closed access. But the particular journal in coming under the open access or closed access. So what is the meaning of open access? Open access means each and everyone can download the particular journal. Then some of the times there is no limitation. Everyone can download that particular journal. Suppose we are publishing our journal in open access means we will get the more citation through that. Then for example, elsewhere. So in elsewhere we have 2,600 journal yearly, but in the 500 journals only fully open access. So we people can see that most of the papers, journals, we cannot download it fully. Only we can download the abstract content only. Then closed access. Closed access means that particular journal we need to download the full text means the particular author or the authorized person or institution or the some person we should get the access from that person. Then only we can download or we can cite it or everything. That is called as closed access. So we should concentrate these things also. Then how to access the closed article. So for that we have to check your institution or association subscription. Then we have to go through it these ways. Then only we can you start publishing the ethics. We should follow the ethics while publishing the journal. Then open access, impact factor, then rights permission and licensing, copyright and plagiarism we have to check. Then this is the way cycle, preparation, submission, production, then publication. So these things they are following while publishing the paper, publishing the journal. Then find the right journal for your manuscript. Is this relevant to that particular journal? Then manuscript preparation, reference styles, it is okay or not. We should concentrate these things also. Then after publication, abstracting or indexing, whether it is indexing or not, online access to my article, then citation alert, then book discounts. So these things we should concentrate. Then examples of some reputed journals: Scopus, Web of Science, Science, journals, then Elsevier, Springer, Wiley Blackwell. These few of them I'm going to discuss with you. Then Scopus is a familiar one. It is not only the science journal. It is we can publish all the things like each and every life science, health science, then chemical oriented, biological oriented, mathematical oriented. All the papers we can publish through this Scopus reputed journal. So it is currently available. We can publish not only journal, we can publish books, conference proceedings, trade publications, book series, scientific web pages, patent records, so patient records. So we can publish through the Scopus these things. Then next, Scopus Author ID. How can we get the Scopus Author ID? Once we are publishing a journal means we can go through it, that link, and we can get it the author ID through the Scopus. That go through that link and go inside of the Scopus website, and we can get the ID. It is a unique one. Then citation index. This is also, it collects abstract and citation data for all the articles published by the set of academic journals included in the indexes based on the specific area. Select one or more of the others on the search results page by checking the box next to the name, then click the view citation overview link at the top of the list to see a citation overview report. We can get it back once we are get the Scopus ID means we can go through it. We can create the profile and go through it, and we will we can see how many citation I got it through this journal, particular journal. Then suppose we have 5 journals means for first one how many citations, second one how many. So we can go through it. Once we got the ID means we can collect that. The database will be stored our data and our citation, our journals and everything. Then how to find if the journal is indexed in Scopus. So type the URL in your address bar, then select the title or publisher name or ISSN number of the targeted journal to find the Scopus indexing. Give the targeted journal name in the title field. Finally, you will get the detailed about the journal with all database coverage. Then Scopus, how to publish a research paper in Scopus. 5 things we need to concentrate submitting our paper. Check the aim and scope of the journal you have chosen from the Scopus index list. Your research paper must satisfy the aim and scope of the journal. Already we discussed. Check the duration of the publication, 1 year or 5 years or 10 years, how many years it will be available in the Scopus index. So like that, chosen that, then then depends upon we can choose that particular journal. Then check the publication fees or article processing charge, how many they are asking for publication. Check the indexing of the journal from the Scopus database if it is a Scopus index journal. Check the grammar and format of the paper. Plagiarism report before submitting the paper. We should concentrate before submitting the Scopus. Duration of Scopus index journal, we should concentrate minimum 20 days to maximum 180 days. It will okay, it will take for publication. Some of the journal will we will get the public. It will be published 20 days or 1 month or 2 months like that. Then but the good journals take time to process the research paper because our work is the new one means they will concentrate, the reviewers or the peer review team will be concentrate more, and they will give for us, they will contact us, and they will publish that the worth one, like then Scopus index journal in different fields, this is a sample only. It is having nearly like 26,000, 30,000 like journals. Life science nearly 5,000, social science 10,000 journals, physical like in Scopus we have each and every field we have journals. We can choose computer science, chemical engineering, business management, economics, energy, then arts and humanities, biochemistry, so health science, physical science like. Then Wiley Blackwell, it is a very old and traditional one. It is a well-known and established publisher, over 200 published books and academic journals. The journal impact factor, average impact factor of this journal is 15.153. Topics at the nano and micro scale at the interface of material science, chemistry, physics, engineering, medicine, and biology. Wiley Blackwell publishes around 1,400 scholarly peer-reviewed journals and an extensive collection of books, major reference works, databases, and laboratory manuals. We can not only publish the journals, we can publish the laboratory manual, lab manual, like major reference works. A new one means we can publish. Then we can also publish the books also through this Wiley. Okay, this is the format template of Wiley journal. Then Web of Science. Web of Science means only the science-oriented journals. Then it's a paid access platform that provides access to multiple databases that provide reference and citation data from academic journals, conference proceedings, and other documents in various academic disciplines. It was originally produced by the Institute for Scientific Information. Scopus and Web of Science are the largest worldwide use citation databases. It's a well-known and worldwide. We are nowadays it is very familiar for us. Then it starts from 4th of April 2018 onwards. Journal focuses on high-quality theoretical and experimental researches in the development of evidence-based scientific papers. To view a journal's impact factor in Web of Science, click on the journal name linked in a given reference. The resulting pop-up gives a summary of information from journal citation reports, including the most recent journal impact factor score and 5-year average. Scopus versus Web of Science. Scopus and Web of Science have different structure. Web of Science has a greater depth of scientific citations only. Then Web of Science has citation indexes and collections. Scopus database was founded later in its younger one comparatively. Some journals of the publishing houses elsewhere, Springer, Wiley, Oxford University Press, have double indexing. Then the SCI. SCI is a Science Citation Index. SCI stands for Science Citation Index, a multidisciplinary citation index. The larger version, Science Citation Index Expanded, covers it is 9,000 plus significant journals across 177 scientific disciplines from 1,900 to the present. Now, at present, 1,900 journals are available. SCI is an international open access journal which covers all research fields and is published quarterly online by MDPI, that is open access, free for readers, with article processing charges, APC, paid by others or their institution. Highly visible index within Scopus and other databases. Suppose we want to publish the journal in SCI means we should concentrate more thing, and it should be an innovative one, creative one, or discovered something means there is a original one means it will they will accept, because they are having very big criteria while accepting that particular journal. Suppose we are submitting that particular journal, it will be pre-checked. After that, peer review first of all, then editor take the decision whether it is published or not. Suppose once rejected means it will be intimated to that particular writer or the researcher. Then again they will see, they will revise it, then minor or major review again, again and again they will be reviewed, and after that only they will accept that particular journal. Then copy editing, English editing, proofreading, then produce final PDF. So they are concentrating more and more. So then next one is Elsevier. Elsevier is a rank first among publishers by the number of articles published, and the second among publishers by the number of open access articles published. Then Elsevier has over 2,700 journals, many of which release high impact factor and global downloads. Elsewhere publishes open access articles which are free for readers to access. Elsewhere is a Dutch academic publishing company specializing in scientific, technical, and medical content. It is not only focusing the science journal, technical also, medical oriented also. What journals are under Elsewhere? Elsewhere is having so many things. A few of them: Scopus, Science Direct, Novel, Reaxis, and Clinical. Scopus, we know very well. Science Director means it is an article, only the full text database offering the articles in the peer-reviewed journals, books also. Novel means the searchable online library, like a library oriented, like a books oriented materials. Then Reaxis, it contains comprehensive chemistry or chemical medicinal oriented journal only they will publish. Then Clinical key means only the clinical search engine from like Elsewhere, featuring the books, medical journals, images, videos only, like clinical oriented, medicinal oriented journals only it will accept. Is it hard to publish in Elsewhere? Elsewhere journals have a strong reputation to maintain. They also have strict standard for publishing. Even seemingly minor problems with an article can be a cause of immediate rejection of a submitted article with a peer review. It is very common for papers to be rejected. Studies have shown that around 21% of papers are rejected without review, while approximately 40% of papers are rejected after peer review. So, the work should be the and worth or valuable, or it should be an innovative one. Not the copied things will be published through the Elsewhere. 5 options to consider after the article rejection. Make the recommended changes and resubmit your manuscript to the same journal. Make changes and submit your manuscript to a different journal. Make no changes and submit your manuscript to a different journal. Discard the manuscript and never resubmit it. Appeal the decision. So once we got the rejection means again and again we should try to publish that particular journal because we know our work. So strongly we can ask to publish that particular journal again and again. We can try to publish that particular journal. Then after that, once after a very big peer review, we will get the acceptance from the team. Then Springer, a growing collection of leading multidisciplinary research. Springer journals collected many ground-breaking articles written by international experts in the field and influential researchers across all subject areas, including many Nobel Prize winners. So most of our journals are also indexed by Scopus. Springer Open works closely with the discipline-specific indexing services to ensure our journals are widely indexed. All articles in the biomedical journals published by Springer Open are included immediately in PubMed and PubMed Central. For the majority of Springer journals, publishing an article is free of charge. How to publish in Springer? For the majority of Springer journal, publishing an article is free of charge. If a journal requires paid charges, You will find them on the journalspringer.com homepage or in its instructions for others. Time to publication. Once an article is accepted, the files are immediately provided to the production department for processing. Assuming proofs are returned quickly, the article should be published online, the official version, within 3 to 5 weeks. After acceptance, the publication will take 3 to 5 weeks in the Springer journal. How do I write an article for Springer? Identifying your research question, structuring your manuscript, title, abstract, and keywords, introduction, methods and results, discussion and conclusions, figures and tables, acknowledgements and references, then formatting your manuscript. These things we should concentrate while writing the article in the Springer journal. Which is better, Elsevier or Springer means both Elsevier and Springer are great publishers with many good journals. Frienders is also becoming a big giant in the field. From my personal experience, articles of the same quality in Elsevier are usually more cited than in Springer, even when they are both open access. Thank you. Any questions? Inaudible?
You are audible, ma'am. There is no question for me, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you for your opportunity. Okay, sir.